What's up, Laker fans? On Thursday night, the Lakers concluded their road trip, falling to the Cavs 121-112. Let's take a look at how it all went down. Before we get into the reasons that Cleveland won this game, I want to talk about why this was my favorite offensive performance of Brandon Ingram's career. He read the defense as well as I've ever seen him and made simple plays that got teammates open shots. He rarely forced anything and simply took what the defense gave him. He made several simple but correct reads in transition as well. The Lakers ran Ingram at point guard a lot, with Lonzo taking on KCP's role. Here, Lonzo's supposed to set a screen for Nance's man and then receive a screen of his own from Lopez. They run this play for KCP a lot. And having him bring the ball up court allows him to get ahead of steam on any step-up screen. It's very difficult for a guy like Kevin Love to be able to contain him when Ingram has this much space between them. Ingram snakes this pick and roll, meaning that he wraps around Lopez's screen. The correct read here is actually to kick this out to Lonzo, but he was on fire and it's hard to argue with the result. Beautiful shot. When you come around to pick and roll, you want to square your shoulders as quickly as possible, and Ingram doesn't do that here. This allows the defender time to recover after going under the screen. But much of Ingram's work was off of the ball. He made several nice post-entry passes and cut off of them. You can see from this other angle that he fakes left to cut right. That's how you cut well. He also had a couple of buckets on handoffs. Here, Zoe makes contact with his man to free him up. And last but not least, his jumper looked great. This one kicked things off for him. He's actually hit 3 or 4 of these where it's a scramble situation at the end of a shot clock. That may benefit him to some degree because he doesn't have to think about it, he can just shoot. But in the second half, he hit a couple of threes that were quick, smooth, and in the flow. These are huge for him and hopefully a sign of things to come. The Cavs are one of the more difficult teams to defend at the three-point line, and part of that is how they attack you in transition. You have to match up with Korver early on, and Kuzma doesn't do that. This is a rookie mistake. They gave up 3 preventable threes on pick and rolls. Lonzo went under the screen on Calderon on 2 of them, which is a mistake. You want to go over on him because he's not much of a shot creator when he has to attack the basket. This one is a mistake by Kyle Kuzma. Lopez has to hedge for Lonzo as Lonzo fights over the screen. So Wade correctly dribble drags this, taking 2 defenders with him. That leaves Love open and it's Kuzma's job to rotate over, but he doesn't want to leave LeBron. The Lakers overhelped a couple of times as well. Here Crowder cuts against Ingram and Lonzo drops down to help, but that leaves Lonzo's man open and Love finds him. Those were the mostly preventable threes. Shots like this are ones you can't do much about. And for their part, the Lakers did have a few possessions where they chased Cleveland off of the three-point line. That's what you want to do against them, but that's easier said than done. The Lakers had 33 assists and 18 turnovers, both of which are high numbers. One area where they've improved has been in their drive and kick game. We saw this earlier with Ingram, but it's been true across the team. I thought they were very unselfish in transition as well and converted more often than they usually do. They're getting more assists out of set plays too. Here's that flex motion I'm always talking about. This was my favorite set play of the night. It starts with Kuzma making an Iverson cut, and that's supposed to flow into a stagger screen with Kuzma and Randle setting a down screen for Ingram. But LeBron overplays this and Ingram correctly reads that he's supposed to back cut. Then that flows into a down screen for Kuzma, and then Kuzma reads that Korver's overplaying and back cuts it, getting the lob. The Lakers ran fewer pick and rolls than usual, which I like to see, but guys did make good reads out of it. But on the downside, the Lakers had a lot of sloppy, unforced turnovers. Lonzo in particular had some uncharacteristic plays where he just coughed it up. And the Cavs are a veteran team that know how to get a lot of strips and deflections. Alright, that'll do it for this one. The goal of Laker Film Room is to provide Laker fans with thoughtful content that helps you enjoy the game on a deeper level. I'm able to do that because I don't work for a major publication that wants me to cover the most sensational material because it gets the most clicks. As a result, I rely on the support of Laker fans to help me produce my work. If you believe in what I do, please click either the Venmo or Patreon link below. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys next time.